welcome to CTMC's Girls Who Chat About podcast. I'm Zed.
And I'm Ali. We are two women of colour who tell stories.
We also talk about current events and issues facing people in today's society. Enjoy this episode. Our next episode, one of the episodes of the lockdown series. It is an episode. Welcome to one. I'm having an episode in this episode. Oh man, it's only just started. But it's me, Zed, and Ali through a video call.
Hello again. I am quarantining myself because we are still in a pandemic. Because I don't know how it started, but it didn't start correct. That's what I've got to say.
I mean, it's not continuing correct. I mean, I don't know when's the next time I'll hear your voice when it doesn't sound like this.
Do you know what I mean?
Sounded like you're stuck inside Tin Man.
I haven't got a heart, so it's fitting.
Hey.
Joy, because I feel like it's just sort of, I think it's got to a point now, because I think it's the 5th week now for us. But obviously, there have been plans to see people before this happened.
Yeah.
So people we've not seen in months, and we can't see them. And I remember just like coming back from the shops there, feeling quite sad. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, I really miss a lot of my friends and stuff, and just going out and being social. Like, there's nothing to look forward to. And I think it just sort of hit. Like, there's nothing to look forward to. So I was feeling quite sad, to be honest.
Oh, thanks. All right. Quite sad. Feeling quite sad. I'm definitely feeling the sadness because it's just like, I mean, it's a weird way of life being isolated. Like, I can't even see my partner. Bless him, he actually came to visit because family member is sick. So he actually came and stood at the doorstep to have a conversation with me and my mum. And I remember, in fact, my mum was like, "Oh, I can't even invite you in for a cup of tea." But gotta be safe, and social distancing isn't a joke, is it?
And yeah, at least you and your partner being sensible about it, because I'm hearing cases of
It's
people
hard.
not being sensible.
Hearing all sorts, but
So, it's just enjoyable. What can you do in it?
that's the thing. Like, there's always going to be a minority that doesn't follow the rules. Oh, that reminds me. I'm watching. I know you haven't started yet, and I know it's trash, but Too Hot to Handle. Too Hot to Handle. No, it's funny. It's not like Love Island, but it's like
It sounds dumb.
It is dumb. Oh my god, it is dumb. But it's the way. I just need you to watch it to judge their decisions, because the stuff they do is funny, and there's the characters. Like, literally, there's someone that's just, every time they do something, it's like a Love Island scenario, but this Siri thing called Lana says every time they do any kind of sexual touching, it deducts from the prize money of $100,000. I think it's dollars. And it's
okay. It's like 100,000 as well, so they get 50 chances.
It depends what they do. If they kind of do kissing and stuff, they lose $3,000. And then obviously the more intimate, and then the higher amount that's deducted off. And it's just funny, the ones that are just like, we're gonna stick to the rules, and then they break them the minute they get a little bit horny.
Because how does it say like how long the show goes on for? How many weeks you get?
Yeah, I think they're there for a set amount of time, so they're counting down the days, isn't it? But then people leave, people arrive.
Because normally it's about maximum 12 weeks. So you can't manage 12 weeks with that to get $100,000.
I think it's much shorter than that, because there's only 8 episodes, so...
8, so it's probably what, about then 5 to 6 weeks then? You can't manage holding hands, not holding hands.
Well, that's the thing, and it's obviously very staged, a lot of it, but there's one London boy called Kels who's just funny. He literally is called the accountant, because literally he's just watching everyone like, better not do nothing because I want my money. Like, you better not do this. How much did that cost? Literally, was that kiss worth $3,000? I was like, rude.
Do you know what I mean? Because you can do all you want after the 5 weeks. Like, come on, like.
I know it is the setting though. I get that in the context. You're just like, oh, Sunsea, whatever. But they overdo it. It's like, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, because with that sort of mindset, then that shows. Well, if they're going on as they are going on in the show, then surely it sort of demonstrates they literally have no self-restraint. So what, they're going out on the streets then and behaving in that way in the streets? So
jumping up you. But a lot of them do seem like the clubber types that do go out and hook up, and they all seem to express like that they kind of do all the intimate stuff first. Like they have all the sex first and then they make a connection. So the Lana Siri thing is just like, we're here to work on your personal development.
And I bet you anything they probably haven't had a serious relationship in a long time, these people. That's how they work.
If any kind of serious relationship, yeah.
Because that's not how it works, and there's no benefit of doing it in that way, and I'm telling you from experience.
From your whole face. I love you, just like, don't remind me. I've never had one, so.
No, I'm about to have one after this quarantine, bro.
I am dead.
Literally, I'm done.
You're ready to hoe.
Literally,
it's actually gonna be a bit mad.
Again. I'm like, oh, it feels nice.
Oh, to be smooth, to be presentable.
My legs, yeah. I was like, I didn't bother for ages. I was like, oh, hang on. I can have smooth legs at home.
You know what? When you don't shave for a long time and then you do shave, it actually is better. It's smoother.
It does feel like, and because I started running, I keep talking about running. Like when I wear the gym leggings, it feels nice in the gym leggings.
Oh, for God's sake! Oh,
you don't get an irritant.
Yeah, I get that's actually kind of true.
Told you. What have I been watching? You've been watching. I've actually been doing the opposite. Actually, I've been watching weirdness as I always do.
Sorry about that. Phone was going off.
Well, I've been watching. I've been really into like true crime stories, but like I've been watching true crime stories retold by makeup bloggers on YouTube.
So niche. Oh, okay, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, there's one Bailey Cesarian who's an American makeup artist.
What's her name again?
Bailey Cesarian.
Okay.
Really cool name. She's super adorable. She does murder mystery Mondays, or murder mystery makeup Mondays. And she do her makeup whilst retelling like a true crime story.
God, I love alliteration.
And I was watching who's British called Eleanor Neal.
Ooh.
She doesn't do her makeup, but her makeup's already done. And I think she does do other videos that are makeup related, but I don't watch those. I watch the true crime ones. And they just like retell like certain crimes and stories in a way that I'm like, this is interesting, and you're sort of getting a recap. I mean, this morning I was actually binging Eleanor Neal. Like I was listening to one about Brett Bednar, that story, Tia Sharp, that story, New Addington.
Oh, Tia Sharp, yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, I don't remember that because there's things that I didn't actually know, and it's normally about half an hour to an hour. And there's facts that you don't actually sort of know from them. It's like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, and then also there was this. What else? So there's Brett Bednar, Tia Sharp. There's a Lululemon, the branding, the leggings shop.
Oh, I know them, yeah.
In America, they kept that really quiet, that one, because it was a horrific crime. Like, it was horrible. They kept that quiet, the shop. I can't remember, Shaphelia, I'm not sure you remember. Shaphelia, I can't remember her last name, but it was an honour killing. That situation. What was Shaphelia? Her last name. It'll come
if you remember, I can always tag it in the description below.
Yeah, that was a really sad story as well, because this girl literally just had a horrible life and then eventually was murdered by her parents.
Jesus.
And her murder was used as the basis of Murdered by My Father, because the way that
I was just thinking of that.
The father killed her, that was how the guy killed her in the show, the TV show. So I think it was partly based on that situation.
Jesus Christ.
And literally, and all she got from it, the reason they did that was because she was wearing Western clothing, like she was wearing a t-shirt and high heels.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because she'd literally been like abused for ages, and she had been flown to Pakistan to have an forced.
Yeah.
It's the difference between arranged, forced marriage to her first cousin. She didn't want to do it, so she tried to take her own life by drinking bleach. Yeah, it wasn't successful, and literally her parents left her in Pakistan after her suicide attempt.
Oh my God.
Eventually they flew her back to the UK. Did they take her to the hospital in the UK?
my god.
And eventually she recovered, started going back to work. And then the mum collected. I just think mum is a very loose term for this person. The woman.
Yeah, woman.
She was saying collected her from work, had an argument. They started beating her. The mum was literally like, just finish her. And they murdered her in front of her 4 younger siblings.
Oh.
And they dumped her body, and it took 6 years before the parents were found out. And the reason they were found out was because one of the siblings eventually came forward and said, "This is what happened to my sister." So that was a really horrible story.
That's disgusting.
I remember her name though. I didn't remember the details of it, but I remembered her name when I saw it, so I was going to read about it. And
Yeah.
it's just sad, because you just think, oh my gosh, like, some people really suffer.
And it's just, oh god, and that's a result of like a culture clash, isn't it? The fact that it's very old school mentalities that are still trying to be practiced now in the Western world, and it's almost like when it becomes so violent to the point where you're being forced to do something, and to the point where she wants to take her own life. Can you imagine getting to that mindset? Yeah, 16
when she tried to, and then I think she was
a baby.
19 when she was murdered, but she was 16 when she tried to take her own life. She drank half a bottle of bleach.
I'm actually shook by that, because that's...
I'll send you the video. Like, it's hard hitting, but it is very interesting as well. And like, the person who does it, she talks about it very sensitively and like lots of facts and very, but yeah, in an empathetic way. So I do like how she does it. So I'll definitely send you a link to her. Let me include like a link or a tag.
Yeah, I can put it in the description. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that reminds me. We've both watched The Act, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
About Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
14 minutes left to finish it.
Oh, okay, but you know what happens anyway. Because yeah. So if you don't know, Gypsy Rose Blanchard it's a true story of her having, was it Munchausen
by proxy.
Yeah.
Her mother, Dee.
So her mother, since Gypsy was younger, basically made out that she had all these illnesses when she didn't. Convinced the people around them so that they would get like donations from charities, like helping them out, to the point where they got them a house after they said they were victims of Hurricane Katrina. Yep. Yeah, so, and it's just the TV series is really good. We've both been wanting to watch it, so we got it on Prime. Split that pay, but it was worth it because it's good.
You know what? Cinema tickets are £8 anyway, so you may as well pay £5 for a series.
It felt like we were at the cinema, but you've got 40 minutes left. But it was so good. And then that's when you sent me the makeup girl talking about it. Yeah, I need to finish that one actually.
The way she does it, it's just like, it's not funny, but like, I could be friends with her. The way she does it, it's just like, it's interesting. It's just like, are you serious, guys? Like, come on, this is actually real life. Like, the way she does it, like, I like them both. They're different, but they're good.
Yeah.
But
God, just a wild story, and to the fact where the murder was in 2015, which to me that feels like yesterday. So this,
it makes you really think, like, oh my gosh, what is going on around? Because this was happening when, like, we were at university, we were at university. She was experiencing that in her life, like. And I was reading about bits that were true and bits that weren't true. There was a bit where she lost her teeth, and that part is true because she lost her teeth because of the epilepsy medication her mum was giving her. But she didn't have epilepsy, so that's what caused her tooth loss.
Oh my god! And she probably, because in the show, her mum makes it out that she's allergic to sugar. But actually she isn't, and in the nighttime you see her like sneaking out of bed, and she can walk, but her mum makes out that she needs a wheelchair, and she kind of goes along with it. She sneaks out in the middle of the night, like, you know, drinking fizzy drinks, having sweets. So but then she probably believes it's her own fault as to why the teeth have become like all decayed and stuff, and when her teeth go, oh my god. Oh my god, that bit messed me up actually. The actress is very good. Forgot her name, but she's bloody good.
It's jarring.
Yeah.
But it's accurate though. That's accurate. That's how she sounds. I'm like, I can't deal with this voice, but Ruby Rose sounds like.
Really? That's probably how they got away with making out that she was younger than she was, innit? Because her mum tried to lie and kept saying she was underage, and so they could get like young child tickets for things and dress her up in like Disney dresses. Oh God.
Yeah, because her mum treated her like a kid. So you treat like I don't say too much, but with my occupation, with young people, if you treat them younger than they are, they're gonna feed into it and act like it. And I think Gypsy was very used to the attention and being baby, so when she did run off with Nick, who
oh God, yeah, she gets this online boyfriend, and he's definitely, bless him, on like he's not okay. He's not okay. He hears voices. He's not okay. That's all I can say. It's not right when they meet online. You're like, oh no, oh no.
And if she'd had more experience with like the opposite sex, she would know quickly that this person wasn't right and was wiped.
But that's the thing, she was trapped. She was trapped, so he looked like Prince Charming. Oh.
With that haircut, no way.
Oh God, yeah, I don't want to say too much because it's a very good show. It's a very good show. I think it shows quite a lot of like the facts that were said online, and definitely one of my recommendations for this episode. Yeah. The Act. Whew.
I agree, 100%.
Traumatized.
Yeah. It's weird. Life is weird. Humans are weird.
Humans are fucked up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Like, I get why you're into the true crime stuff, because I have got a fascination, like, when he talks about like Murdered by My Father and stuff like that fascinates me in terms of like the cultural like origins of it and why it exists. Yeah. And you know, just just the idea of forced, oh God, all these things, like I get fascinated by them, but then they stress me out.
I think as well because like we're both from the backgrounds we're both from, we could very easily be in such situations. We've been quite fortunate that we have been raised in quite liberal and quite open and quite relaxed households compared to other people.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely heard stories and, you know, seeing things, I'm like, oh, I'm glad I'm not I'm glad that, you know, I'm not in this situation because of what could potentially happen and stuff like that. And it could have been completely different. Parents could literally come here and be like, right, you're going to be this way, you're going to have to act this way because this is your background, blah, blah, blah. You got to reject all the Western ideologies and all that sort of stuff. And it's just like, ugh.
We're lucky because we're both children of like first generation immigrants, like your mum from Ghana, my parents from Bangladesh, so yeah, we are lucky. But growing up, there was like bits. Are you done?
Sorry.
You know, this is becoming a regular feature of the lockdown series.
I'm staying hydrated. It's 2020. Let me live.
Oh my gosh, I ask.
Korea doesn't want me to.
Oh, Corona. Coronavirus. I need to stop. What was I talking about? It was definitely something more serious. We're both children of, okay, yeah, so growing up, I did like kind of resent like some strictness from my parents. Like I wasn't allowed on sleepovers until I was in sixth form. You know, there was a curfew to be back before a certain time. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, and I used to just resent and just be like, why? Like, why can't you trust me? Why can't you? But you know, looking back, I'm like, I get it. And actually, it wasn't as bad as other people. Like,
yeah, and it was like, I think at the time you felt like, I don't know, but like, I definitely feel like I was the only person who wasn't allowed to do those sort of things. So then it's just like, why is there only me that can't do it? But then when you actually talk to people, you go, oh, right, it's actually a general thing. Like everyone of this background actually has had a similar upbringing or similar
similar
experiences. So it's not just you in that situation. Because okay, cool, I feel better about it because it wasn't just me. It's not like, oh, my household is weird and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So no, and with the horror stories you're hearing about now, I've got a massive fascination about true crime and all this sort of stuff. Stuff that I read and listen to and hear about. I'm like, you know what? I'm actually very thankful because it's what I find about these stories. Like, you know what? One small thing could have changed the entire outcome of the situation. Like if someone had said no to something, or someone said yes to something, or someone had you know, gone a different route. Like, the tiniest thing could have changed the outcome. And I'm just like, that's
kind of creepy. Yeah, and you hear of situations like where you think like a young child would be safe in, and it's actually, you know, for example, like, this is worst case scenario, but like abusers do tend to actually be people you know, and like or like a relative or family friend, and that, like, and I always wonder, like, why is my mom so why is she so paranoid? Why is she so this that? Well, looking back, I was like, it's clearly for my own safety, and I thought I would be this big liberal parent, and I think I will be to a degree, especially as a Muslim, but at the same time, I'm just like, no, there's some things I wouldn't be comfortable with my children doing. Like, you're not going to these places until you're a certain age. Like, you're not going out, you're not gallivanting the streets till the lights till the street lights come on, because actually, I want to know, especially not in today's era when your location can be on in, you know, social media and all. Oh god, social media.
No, it's not social. I mean, like, a lot of the stories that I'm hearing about and reading, like, so the Breck Bednar one, do you remember he was a young boy into games, and he was essentially murdered by this boy who was 18 years old that he met online, and essentially he had told his parents he was going to go to a sleepover for our friends, but he went to this guy's place that he'd been talking to online, and the guy had murdered him. And it's just like,
oh my
you
god.
know, it's just like, you know, it's small things. Like, for example, like, the mum was very wary of how much time her son was spending talking to this person online. There's like gaming forums and stuff like that, and she'd gone to the police about it, and the police basically could not be bothered to do a search on this person. But if they had done the search, they would have found out that this person had priors of like assault and sexual assault with young boys.
Oh no!
So they had done that. This situation, basically, this mother would not have lost her son.
That's so sad. That's so sad.
The guy was like, if they literally had typed in those two words, his name, into the police search, they would have come up, and then they would know. Okay, right.
That would haunt me. That would absolutely haunt me if I was the mother, if I was the staff at the time, whoever made that decision. That would haunt me, because it's just like, one slip up really does have a knock-on effect.
Yeah, it's like the Ophelia, but like her background again, so the school, she was missing so much school that the school called up to sort of see how she was, and fortunately she was able to talk to a teacher, but she couldn't actually say much to the teacher on the phone because their parents were there, and the teacher asked her, should I be worried about you? And she said yes. So the school were really pushing, I think it's essential services, but obviously the parents pretended that everything was fine, and again, services didn't really sort of pursue things. So it's just,
you see a lot of cases of social services. Like, I obviously know that their job is incredibly hard, and sometimes like they're abused. We've definitely had situations where people have been spiteful to someone we know, and social services have come around and they've been abused, and they actually are not like guilty, but there should be, I always I know it must be more complicated than it looks, but you do hear a lot of cases of social services like being aware of some cases, but then it doesn't have the impact in time to save a young person. Like, was it like that with Baby P? I think there was quite a few. Tia Sharp, I don't know. Send me the video on Tia Sharp, because that was behind.
You recognise her face, but she was murdered by her grandmother's boyfriend. But you recognise her face when I send you a picture of her. Like, she's very close.
No, I remember that situation because it's actually quite local to us, isn't it? But I remember seeing the mother's, was it the grandmother's boyfriend or mother's boyfriend? I remember seeing them on the news. Boyfriend. And then wasn't she in a big bin bag upstairs or something like that? Yeesh.
Yeah, she was upstairs. So it's just, and it's awful as well. There's just back to the Ophelia situation. I think because what annoyed me, because there were so many situations that she could have been helped. That's why it really stuck with me. So like when she tried to kill herself, drinking the bleach, and then she went to the hospital. suicide attempt should raise flags. What the dad said, what happened to her, was that they were in Pakistan and there was a power cut. So she accidentally drank the bleach thinking it was orange juice. And
I mean, was she where was this bleach where the orange juice would be? Is your orange juice on your bathroom floor? Like, I know you can buy jugs from Lidl. Shout out to Lidl and Aldi, but there's no way in Pakistan. What?
And the quantity she drank as well.
Oh, no.
Half a bottle.
Oh,
sorry, if that was biggest if that was to happen, but like you would even just opening the, you can smell it. That's not.
And then the actual drinking and the burning sensation.
Exactly.
I know.
That's just like.
I know orange juice after you brush your teeth kind of hurts, but it's not like that.
You still smell the citrusness, like bleach. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like, again, with the hospital staff, why was this not flagged up? Because like, that's what. There's so many people, and yet there wasn't. Scary. Yeah, it's annoying. And again, another annoying story. She ran away from home. The police
Same girl.
Took her back home.
Same girl or someone else?
Shafedia.
Okay.
Yeah,
she ran away. This girl really tried.
She ran away from home with a friend. Police found her, took her back home. That's why that story really.
She's been let down quite a few times.
Yeah, by so many major industries that are set out to protect people. Yeah.
That's sad.
Tried, but you got the school, social services, the hospital, the police.
Yeah.
All of them.
All aspects, and it just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
My God, that's so sad.
But then it just makes you like, oh, well then what chance do people have then if like someone's failed so many times over?
Bruh. This has become a true crime episode.
Sorry.
No. I've actually got. I have an increased interest now because especially. Oh my God, my ice cream.
I recommend it because I literally have it on in the background and I just listen.
Yeah.
And I feel educated and I feel actually more aware because the one that I'm watching, she's like, when she was talking about the Brett Kavanaugh case, she was like, because I'm aware of my viewers that are quite young and in their teens, I want this to be like a warning for them, just to be careful. I'm like,
that's true.
Because his mum goes around now, is like, does internet safety and stuff like that. And I think with the day what's happening nowadays, where like literally everyone's online constantly.
That's one of my biggest fears. It's one of my biggest fears about having children and the world that they're gonna grow up in, because even just like I don't know if I said this to you or was it someone else, but I remember at first because we're in our mid to late 20s, admit it, we're in mid to late, so quite a lot of our generation and people went to school with our year do have children. And there's a big cultural difference between those that post everything about their child growing up and all the big events and cute little posts and have Instagram accounts for their babies, and then there's the polar opposite of nothing or putting emojis over faces. And I'll be honest, I didn't quite get like. I don't like too much, but when I first thought like, oh, nothing at all, I was like, that's a bit strange. Like, you can post a baby pic on a private account and it should be safe. Like, it's a bit OTT. I mean, why did you say you don't like the which one did you say you didn't like? Was it both?
The ones there's some parents who literally post every little thing to the point. If I wasn't of sound mind, I could piece together enough to cause. If I was not okay, the amount of stuff people are posting, I could piece it together to be a threat. Like this is one thing. Like this one person who I follow on Instagram, it's like a food blogger.
Oh yeah.
She literally posted an image of her daughter in school uniform. The colours showing, they were very bright colours as well.
Yeah.
And if you zoomed in, you can see the logo of where the child went to. Nursery/school.
It had the name of the school. Yeah.
Yeah, you zoomed in, you can see the logo, the colours were there, so you knew what colours you were looking for, you knew the logo, the name of the establishment, and you knew the name of the child. Anyone could just be like, oh, I'm here for so-and-so. And she had literally thousands of followers. I found that so irresponsible as a parent.
So scary, because...
I've seen other parents post their children in uniform, however, they have like taken the colour out, and you can't see the logo, so it's a generic uniform, so I can't sort of see where they are.
Yeah, because most uniform does look the same. It's the logo that's going to give it away, isn't
But
it?
this one was bright red. That stood out even more. It was bright red uniform.
It's a true crime podcast waiting to happen.
I was like, why are you doing that? Like, yeah, thought it looks cute, but cover the logo, do something.
Yeah, of course. I have nothing against, like, of course, I imagine myself to be that proud parent that would want to post, like, you know, these celebrations, especially recently. I mean, we are in lockdown, so everyone is posting, you know, stuff their kids are making, what they're doing, and all sorts. But I always kind of felt a bit funny about people that have blocked the faces of the children. But you know what? The internet doesn't die.
No.
And those images, once they go up, you don't, like, anyone can screenshot, anyone can save it. Even in your small circle, you don't know who screenshotted it and has it on their phone. That goes on the cloud. That cloud can be hacked. That can now be saved on someone else's phone. Like, so your child, like, and now I'm starting to think, oh God, I actually get it. I don't think I would want to post my child's face.
Yeah.
Because that can come back and haunt them.
Yeah, because nothing, once it's on the internet, it's never deleted. So it's just like, you don't know how many hands it's going to pass until it reaches the hands of someone really sinister.
Why did you have to say hands? That's so creepy, bro. It's because I'm in a
you
dark
know
room as well.
People going to go through before it ends up, you know, on the dark web for you, you know, like, you just don't know. And not only that as well, I think if you in the future, like, I wouldn't be happy if there was, like, hundreds of pictures of me as a baby on the internet because of my parents. I'd be quite pissed off, actually, because I didn't consent to that.
Yeah.
So that's not fair. I mean, even like upload stuff to email or something, just to sort of keep. Because I hear stories like, you know, parents creating like email accounts for their kids and putting like photos and videos.
Oh, that's cute.
That's cute. But if you've got like 20,000 followers, you know, literally sharing pictures of them, you know, me in the bathtub as a baby, I'd be pissed off. I'm like, who are you to? I've not consented to this. So,
yeah.
Like, if people Google me and that's what's coming up.
Yeah.
Like, you're not giving me a chance to establish myself because you've been too a degree vain and showing off. And it's just like,
this makes me think of like the Kardashian kids, because literally so much is being documented. They're gonna grow up weird as fuck because they won't have a concept. Yeah.
They've never had a chance to be anonymous because there are some celebrities who do keep their kids private.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of them. I mean, like, even Drake to a point. Actually, he keeps his kids fairly private. Actually.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Very recently, he's shown his child.
That blonde baby. Beautiful kid.
But grandma, it's not grandma's.
She's someone's.
But, like, there's also, I think, the Osbournes. I think they had more.
There's another son. There's another son.
They had Jack Kelly and someone else, but you don't know about that other kid because he's well out of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's fair enough. Give them the option.
Yeah.
Like, but the Kardashian kids, they literally have no choice.
Mindy Kaling does the same thing. Like, we know the name of her kid, but she never posts the face, and she even said like, look, I'm not going to disclose who the father is because that's a conversation I'll have with my child. Like, and I really respect that.
Is she with the father or not with the father?
I don't think so, because there's no, like, yeah, something tells me she's not with the father because, for whatever reason, innit? So people are just like, who's the father? She's like, I'll tell my kid when it's ready, but right now, it's no one's business. And I really do rate that.
Exactly. Why is it anyone's business who the father? Like, why does it affect you? Does it affect me if I don't know the child's father? Does it affect you? So why do you want to know? I mean,
does it affect me? Does it affect me? Doesn't affect. I'm dead.
And I feel like the Kardashians as well, like, to a degree. They're not normal people. They've got
a very warped version of privacy.
Yeah, they're very warped people. Like, their perceptions of reality are strange. They're strange people. And their kids are going to be strange. It's unfair. The kids didn't get a chance. Like, imagine being a child and literally your life, you're constantly hounded by people with cameras. People always have an opinion on you. People who you will never meet, always have an opinion on you, judging you, talking about you. Like, no privacy at all. Like, that's weird.
Yeah. So, Alison, tell me about the murder on your road.
I don't know much about it, but it was years ago, because I remember we had like a news team come to our house to try and get information about it. They lived on my road. And they came. I don't know too much about it. I do actually need to Google that a bit more. Might do a video about it.
Okay. We should do.
In South London.
Okay.
There's many true crimes in South London. I mean, there was that stabbing in Peacocks that happened.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I think this is true. This is a true crime episode. This is the beginning of hearing about Ali's obsession. So future episodes.
I find it interesting because it's a mixture of like history, but also human psychology, and just like I like gore. But it's like, not like I like it, but I find it interesting.
You watch American Horror Story for fun, so I think you do like gore.
It's a good show, right? Why else would I watch it for? Not for education. American Horror Story.
Well, that and obviously.
And witches. What education am I getting from that?
And you're obsessed with our history teacher.
So. With the witch one, they did have a lot of history about like slavery and like black magic and.
Oh yeah, they did have references. Yeah, like they did refer to actual people of history.
Yeah, and like the Salem witch trials and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
Oh, they had Anne Frank.
And Hotel was about H.H. Holmes, who's a very famous serial killer. Do you know about him? Oh my goodness, he has like.
Here we go.
Possibly hundreds of victims. He was really rich, purchased a hotel, and he modified it into basically like this weird murder labyrinth. So like you know, he would have people come into the hotel, they wouldn't leave, and there were different like rooms and stuff. The doors would take you to different sections. There were like chutes, so people could like you know toss bodies down.
Jeez.
There were places where like he would literally wall up people alive and just leave them in there, like honestly. And what he would do is as well, like he'd get different contractors. So he would have one contractor come in and work in one bit, and then someone come work another bit. So then no one knew the plan of the building.
Oh,
so
that's real.
Yeah, this is real. H.H. Holmes. This is like the 20th century in America. Like he must have had about 200. They think about 200 plus victims he had. It's fascinating, and that's what American Horror Story Hotel
is about.
There was a character based on him.
I'm a bit shooketh from that. Oh, there's some weird people in this world.
Yeah, because like, people try to escape, but because of the layout, they get lost. So then it's just, it's horrible.
Jeez,
horrible.
People are really fucked up.
And it just makes you think. That's why I find it interesting. I was like, the humans. I could never imagine myself being like, let me have all this money. Let me then edit this building so that you know my victims can't escape. Let me get these victims in. I'm gonna wall them up. I'm gonna decapitate some. I'm gonna poison some. I can't imagine that mindset. So that's why I find it interesting. Like,
it could just be an elaborate way to make friends. Like they can never leave.
I'm just lonely.
This way they can never leave me.
No, but honestly, and then there was the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez, his story. Like, one thing I've noticed there's a lot of these serial killers is they all suffered head injuries. They all had some sort of head injury.
Yeah, so dropped as a baby. Okay, cool. That's all I imagine. Just like, they're all dropped. That makes sense.
They're all dropped. It's like so basically keep a hold of your kid.
Because once you slip up, that's it.
Yeah, you're done.
Serial killer baby.
You may as well give them a Grim Reaper costume, but okay, right, cool.
I'll call you Damien.
But no, it is interesting, and I think what's interesting as well is like, what they say, like, there's a good chance you've walked past a serial killer.
Yeah, I don't love that fact. Then again, we live in London, so let's be honest, yeah.
You probably have done.
Yeah.
And it's like how many people.
Oh yeah, you're meant to... Oh yeah, you're gonna find out about the one that lived down your road.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google that one.
Goodness me. Okay, that's a future episode. I'm looking forward to that. Because I'm gripped.
It was years ago. But I remember the camera crew tried to get like my mum to talk about it. She's just like, no.
I love your mum. No, get out of my house. You're never gonna take your shoes off.
Because no one knew that this person was there, so it's just like, like.
He murders. Goodness.
Yeah, I just found out what that story was behind that. They lived literally on the same side road as me as well. I was like, oh my gosh.
Don't even like that. Not even the opposite, where you could keep an eye on them.
Yeah, the right same one. So yeah, but it makes you think. It makes you think like, oh my gosh, I've walked
you know what? It's funny because have you watched On My Block?
I watched the first series
So
and part of the second one. I couldn't get into the second one that much.
Oh.
The first series I did like.
it is good. I say it's worth it for season 3. But the only reason I mentioned it is what I really like about On My Block is the fact that it's young kids having their problems, but around them you can see the troubles of the hood and growing up in the hood. But it doesn't always directly affect them, or they're just like trying to navigate, but they don't understand like the bigger things going on. And it reminds me of where I grew up in South London. Was quite a working class, rough place. Why you laugh? But
I was thinking about the part where you used to live, and I was like, oh, it's too far out, it's too far. I feel like it's like...
I'm not even talking about Croydon. You thought I was talking about Croydon, I was talking about Fitzbridge.
Everyone's like, oh, Croydon's so far. I'm like, it's not that bad. It's
People just didn't want to... People just didn't want to come to Croydon, let's be honest. They were just like, oh, so far.
I like Croydon. I miss going to Croydon.
I miss that Primark. But anyway, in Fitzbridge, where we grew up, was a nice little like close where I could play out with like neighbours and stuff, and I could go to like my neighbours' houses and hang out. And growing up, I was like, yeah, this is a great bunch of people. And only just now, I think only about like 5-6 years ago, did my big sister, who's 7 years older than me, and my mum kind of just reveal like, oh yeah, so these people had a drug habit, and these were like abusing their wives, and this one ran away. And I was just like, what? And they were just like, yeah, didn't they find needles in that house? And I was like, what? I went to that house.
Were you guys gossiping about this over tea or something? What are you talking
I don't remember. You know what? I think it was. And I was just like, oh yeah, whatever happened to so and so? Oh yeah, this one's got a baby, or this one disappeared. Oh, isn't that the one with the that pretended that the husband didn't live with him so they could get a council house? And I was like, what? So I grew up very much like On My Block, like, yeah, everyone's great. And then only afterwards do I realise it's actually kind of fucked. It was really fucked up. I was so sheltered from it.
But then I suppose it sort of shows as well, like, how sort of fortunate we are, because, like, although
Very, yeah.
the areas, within the most affluent areas, it could be worse. Like, it could be like this. I think what I've been, because I've been in quite a lot of working from home, I've been doing a lot of training and stuff, and it's just sort of like case studies I've been looking at. It's just like there's people's situations where they can't escape certain things, and there's like a lot of fear, and there's like constant anxiety of like, oh, what's gonna happen? It's just like, you know what, could be worse, bro.
Could be worse, but then I remembered the stock images from these training, and it's very hard to take it seriously when the pictures do not commit to the seriousness of the crime that you're studying.
It doesn't help. Like, you know, youth violence, and you have a kid holding a flag, looking sad. I'm like, no, that's not.
Little rainbow flag. Oh, I get bullied. Like, oh, that's not what it looks like. But okay.
That's just insulting to those who are genuinely going through it.
Do you know what I mean? It's just like this model that wanted to do this photo shoot did not think their career would start this way.
You know, anything for the bag.
Yeah. I need job. Give me a job.
Literally.
Oh, it's for training. Okay. Let me look out the window looking sad about how much I'm being bullied now. That. Yeah, of course, and then you have like really sad songs in the background so that you feel like you're in a film.
If you're lucky, it's raining.
How did that happen? Oh.
my sadness.
Madness. But yeah, I've quite enjoyed this true crime podcast, didn't we? It really didn't happen. Really, yeah. We didn't have a plan for this episode, I'll be honest. But I like happy accidents, so.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
I would recommend.
But to be fair, I do like a good serial killer documentary or stuff about like I think I like watching the Netflix stuff. So hearing that there's like podcasts and videos, I definitely want to, because there's one. So if we're gonna go to recommendations, I guess I do like the Ted Bundy stuff on Netflix, but I felt genuinely creeped out watching it. Like it was how good he was because he's good looking, so it's how he got that trust.
Which doesn't help, because it's just like I feel like it kind of makes the victim sound dumb. Like, oh, he was good looking, that's why they went with him. It's like, no. So what if he was ugly? They wouldn't have won with him. Is that, I don't know. It's just...
Well, it's definitely part of his appeal. Well, isn't it Zac Efron playing him
I didn't think
in the film?
The real life one. No.
He's okay. No, he's okay. I can imagine if the light hit him a certain way, he had that kind of classic look. that kind of clean shaven,
I don't know, maybe
symmetrical. Maybe it's just because the man was symmetrical. I don't know. Symmetry is basically what makes us attracted to others. It's why Quasimodo, just unfortunately, it's not his fault. I'm just saying, unfortunately, that's why he was depicted as someone that Esmeralda was not going to bang. So.
When he got a girlfriend
in what? What shitty version are you watching? That's not a real film.
No, there's a Disney sequel. I don't understand. You get to this blonde girl who's like a thief or trying to scam him originally, but then she falls in love
fuck's
with him.
sake. I know that. This is why I haven't watched the second one. Sounds stupid. Blonde thief. Oh god. I thought he deserved better. Cool. He went from exotic gypsy dancer to thief. Souls.
Well, that's just how it be, innit? That's the real story. Like, I mean,
beggars can't be choosers.
He dies. No, he dies. So it's better that ending than
Yeah, that's
the
true.
real story.
Sip. Any other recommendations? There's a really good Netflix documentary about a man suspected of killing his wife, but it's got a really stupid name. It's called The Staircase. I don't even know how I started.
Was she under the staircase?
No, like she died at the end of the staircase. But it turns out his previous wife also died at the bottom of the staircase. So it's just called The Staircase.
Bungalow, man. What is this?
Oh yeah, well no one mate, no one thinks the death certificate's gonna say death by stairs. Like, I mean, unless I'm running up them very quickly. I found during my uni days there was a seminar we were learning about like Nordic film noir, and then one of the directors died from having a heart attack from walking up the stairs too fast. And I turned to my friend. I was like, "That's me."
Can you imagine like he's trying to get to like use the toilet or something, and it's just like that's terrible.
Heart said nope.
That's annoying. That's one of my fears. Is like dying in a stupid way like that. It's like do you know that guy? I can't remember it's the ancient Greek story, but he died because like he had a shiny head and a bird dropped a turtle. Thinking it was a rock. You know how like so basically.
Oh, because that's how they break the shell.
Yeah, so they thought his head was a rock and they dropped the turtle and he died.
I mean, man is famous because if that was from ancient Greece to now,
it's old.
What a legacy he left behind. Oh, that turtle must have been really glad. The turtle was glad. Never spitted it. Why are you running? Oh no. That poor turtle. How is man's head that shiny?
The poor guy literally is minding his own business and the turtle falls out the sky. It kills you. Death by turtle, bro.
Stuck between a turtle and a hard place? No? Okay. Oh. That's really upsetting. Wow. Ancient Greece. This is why they developed these amazing gods, because we are disappointing in our life.
Stay indoors, man. I didn't worry about dying of a turtle falling on my head. Now I have to worry about that.
Yeah, well, thank goodness we're in lockdown, clearly. Maybe that's just one big metaphor for COVID. We just don't want a turtle to hit us on the head. What a wonderful way to wrap up this episode. Any more recommendations?
This man lost his life.
I know.
And just sort of going back to the one that's also Bailey Sarian, I will send a link, and also Eleanor Neal. There'll be a link attached to them. They do really nice true crime stories on YouTube. I'd recommend them wholeheartedly.
Fabulous. Brilliant. Yeah. And what was my recommendations? It was The Act. It was The Staircase. I'm trying to think. On the Ted Bundy tapes. They're quite good. Yeah. All right. Well, this has been a very nice. No. I'm quite terrified now. But if anything makes you feel better, the show Murdered by My Father, the guy that plays the girl's boyfriend that she was hiding away, he's that comedian that we love, Marwan Rizwan, that sings the Mango Chutney song. So I'll also and the Never Been Skiing. So it's just such a serious role, but he's hilarious. So if you want something a bit more lighthearted, check out his Mango Chutney song. The video is sensational.
He's on YouTube. That's how he sort of started out on YouTube. So.
I better believe though, if he's out there, I want to be friends. So yeah. All right then. Mango chutney, mango, what? Oh gosh, chutney. Bro, wait. All I can see is a shiny forehead. Be careful, you know. There's turtles. Legit.
When I'm outside, I'm mattifying my forehead.
Please.
I'm not leaving it shiny.
It's time we wear hats. Let's just wear hats.
No turtle.
Ain't no turtle finding me. Oh god. Alright then, well, thank you for listening again. Thank you.
Thank you guys, yes. And hopefully there'll be more in this.
There will be more of this lockdown series because we ain't getting out of houses anytime soon.
I can go to the front door.
Stay home, guys. Stay safe. Alright, bye.
Thank you for listening to our podcast.
Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please remember to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at CTMC Brand, and go to our website and superblog www.can'ttouchmycrown.com. And remember, we're on SoundCloud and Spotify.